south of the South China Sea, east of Singapore, a quiet spot in a latitude that may soon become unquiet like most other places. For 100 years, Sarawak has been an independent state with an Englishman as its ruler. Sir Charles Vyner Brooke is the present White Rajah, and as the Rajah and his Rani arrived by state barge from the palace for the centenary celebration, 101 guns sounded the centenary salute. Inspection of the Sarawak Rangers, locally found troops with their British officers. Representatives of all the peoples of Sarawak brought gifts to mark the occasion, and the ceremony was watched in solemn dignity by a great crowd from all 5 divisions of the state. The heads of the Chinese community were present, and members of the administration and council. This was more than a celebration of a centenary, for this year the Rajah had volunteered to surrender his absolute power of sovereignty and govern through a constitution. From pirates and headhunters, there has evolved a new community in which tolerance and civilized order have earned the privilege of democratic government. Sarawak is a British protectorate, and though the government in the past century has been solely in the hands of its White Rajas, they have never been dictators. They have preferred to call themselves trustees. The land has belonged to the tribes whose birthplace it was.
Well, when James Brooke first arrived in 1841, he gained a small slither of territory along the Sarawak River, and that was the beginning of a state called Sarawak, which of course expanded its boundaries fairly rapidly at the expense of the Sultanate of Brunei. 22nd of July was the date on which the first Sarawakian was chosen by the Council Negri to be Chief Minister, and his cabinet was sworn in on that date.
It is a day of great significance. It was a day where the people of Sarawak was able to exercise their rights to govern themselves in accordance with one of the cardinal principles of the Raja, that eventually the people of Sarawak will take care of their own destiny.
Tunku was adamantly opposed that there will be no new federation unless the Borneo states of Sabah and Sarawak were part of this new, what he called at times Greater Malaysia or Mighty Malaysia.
The people of Sarawak at that time were quite skeptical with this idea. So the British government and the Malayan government at that time decided to form a commission called the Cobble Commission.
That was a commission of inquiry that toured around Sabah and Sarawak to ascertain the views of the local people, but also because one of its members was the former British governor of Sarawak, Sir Anthony Abel, that part of their role was to convince the people of Sarawak that they would be better off joining a large federation. Yes, I think it's true that without Sarawak, Malaysia would not have been formed. Alongside it stands the Intergovernmental Committee Agreement, which specifies the actual terms and conditions on which the states of Sabah and Sarawak were key to the formation of Malaysia.
people of Sarawak wanted special safeguards to their rights before they agreed to the formation of Malaysia. And there was an assurance given by the then Deputy Prime Minister of Malaya, Tun Abdul Razak Hussein, that state of Sarawak and the state of North Borneo and Singapore, when they join the federation, will be treated as partners. What are the special privileges and interests of the state that must be safeguarded, and how this could be safeguarded?
Jadi kita bukan hanya satu negeri, kita adalah satu wilayah di mana Malaysia telah ditubuhkan kerana perjanjian di antara Sarawak, North Borneo pada masa itu, Sabah, Singapura dan Malaya, kata nama semenanjung. Barulah ada Malaysia.